This is the Brick Commentary Central. You're listening to the BCC Podcast. It is Monday, April 15th of 2024, and you're listening to episode 389 of the BCC Podcast. I'm LQ. Joining me today is Maluris.
I don't have the collective experience of Leo.
And Mace.
Hello.
And Ford.
I've never done anything good in my life, apparently.
Why are we all...
Why
do we do this? Every time that we we're early enough in the episode, we can just cut. And you don't redo it. And then everyone references what just happened.
You brought it up.
Okay, what I brought up before is when Ford brings up life experience, it's usually in the negative.
A negative life experience, you could say.
Am I wrong, Ford?
That's because people are naturally attracted to negativity. If you showed them positivity, they wouldn't be as interested. This is why Twin Peaks was canceled.
Ford, this just sounds like toxic behavior.
It is, from the audience. And you, apparently.
What?
Because apparently all you want to hear about are all of my bad experiences with life.
I didn't say we want to hear about that. I said that's normally when we bring up something. If you're going to bring up a story, it's most likely going to be about you having a negative experience with it.
Not like, oh gee, I can't wait to hear Ford's negative experience today.
Yeah, I don't come here just to listen to how you've suffered, Ford.
Well, that's good, I guess.
So we're having a bit of a after hours type discussion today. We've talked about discontinued candy. We've talked about discontinued McDonald's. Tonight we're going to talk about discontinued snack foods. So there's been a lot of things that are from our childhood or from the last few years that are just no longer sold on store shelves anymore. So we're going to go look for some of them and talk about our experiences with them. So before we get started, let's preference experience levels here. Mace, you said you can recall almost no snack foods that are no longer available. Is that correct?
I know I liked Mountain Dew Game Fuel back when that came out.
I mean, yeah. That's a thing.
So that's something, I guess.
Mace does strike me as a G-Fool kind of guy.
It was nice. Unique flavors every couple of months or so. I like unique flavor.
Was that the
like
PewDiePie thing?
Is it a what thing? PewDiePie?
Was that like the PewDiePie?
It predates him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is not G Fuel. This is Mountain Dew Game Fuel. It's a totally different thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, G Fuel is still going strong.
Yeah.
It was like a tie-in with Halo 3.
Oh, right.
For example.
Yeah, okay.
And then like 8 other games after that, like Call of Duty and so on.
So I want to get to one, which I had not thought about for like years and years, but I grabbed a picture for a thumbnail because it worked. Do you guys remember these things? Yogos?
You're not streaming.
Well, there are other ways to see it, but there you go,
My
Ford.
stream hasn't caught up yet.
There you go.
There you go.
I remember we got them like once or twice. They weren't like great. Doesn't it seem like they had more novelty snack products when we were kids, though?
I haven't never seen these before.
Oh, I loved these things as a kid. Like my mom, she would get these all the time. It was pretty great. Like had the nice coating on the outside and the gummy inside. It was like, gotta love it.
They look nice.
Flavors pretty great. I didn't like the crazy berries one as much as the other two, but like all of them still fantastic products.
Everywhere I see Oreo Cakesters reference, but we're now living in a timeline where they're back, so I'm very grateful for that.
That is a good thing. We live in a society.
Society of Cake.
You guys remember Oreo Sippers?
Is that the
Yeah,
Oreo
the
the
straw thingy?
straws.
Yeah.
I'll
Oreo
remember a lot of these
straw?
from commercials.
Well, I mean,
Wait,
that's valid.
So is it just like an actual straw that you stick in like a milkshake or something?
No, you stick it in a glass of milk and it's made out of Oreo.
Oh. I mean, that would be a pretty cool milkshake straw. Just saying.
Hmm.
They had cereal ones too.
Ooh.
I'm trying to find which
I remember
ones.
that. Yeah, wasn't there Apple Jacks or something?
I'm trying to find out which ones there
There
were.
was like Fruit Loops ones for sure. I think they might still do the Fruit Loop ones,
I really
but
wish
do
these
they?
had taken off.
I feel like there's one of the
Oh!
ones they did.
Apparently,
That's
they just
still-
came back after 12 years. It was in 2021.
You mean the sippers?
These are cereal straws. I'm trying to find a good picture of them. I can only find the Fruit Loops one.
They probably came back because they were like, "Hey, you want an alternative to the paper straw? We got cereal."
Okay, paper straws are like an abomination.
Yes.
I
I
hope
wish
my
these had
paper
taken
straw kills a sea turtle.
Jeez.
Your paper straw kills sea
Yeah.
turtles?
Just to tick them off. They took for us. Look, I will
Like,
gladly.
You literally go out of your way to strangle a sea turtle with
Yeah,
a
just for
paper
every
straw.
single paper straw. Look, I will gladly kill a sea turtle for every 10 plastic straws I use.
Okay, so this is a cereal straw,
Yep,
but
like a
is it
dried.
like? So is it breakfast or dessert?
I think they're more of a snack.
So
This
closer to
one-
dessert then.
But
The other one
breakfast
I'm
cereals are
seeing
breakfast.
mainly is a Cocoa Krispies one, which sounds much
Hmm.
better to me.
Certainly.
Yes.
I'm like not a fan of Fruit Loops at all.
Look, if all it takes to turn milk into chocolate milk is the addition of a straw, that's a sellable product.
I'm pretty sure
Yes.
it did. I'm pretty sure I had the Cocoa Krispies one before.
Whoa. That sounds like a dream.
I'm not seeing
Sounds
a reference
awesome.
to any other ones except for those two, honestly.
But wait a minute. So if it's made out of cereal, then it's eventually going to get soggy, right?
Yes, you're not going to leave it in there for days.
So you can't leave it in there like a lot then. Like you gotta like
you have to eat them for it. They're edible.
but you have to eat them after you're done with the milk.
Or
Otherwise
you
you
could
can't
just
get
drink
as you go
oil
along.
and
Yeah.
then eat the straw and then chug the rest of the milk. Like, there are no set rules here.
I guess.
They didn't have instructions on the back. It's a straw.
I'm just, I'm going through all the scenarios. Okay.
Ford has to have hypotheticals on how the straw works.
Well, I'm workshopping this, man. I'm workshopping how this would go.
All right, continue. Don't let me bother you.
Okay, so if I take one of these straws and I chuck it at the wall, what happens?
It's going to break.
Depends on how hard you chuck it and how thick they are.
Yeah,
And in what angle too.
exactly.
I could
you
see it
gotta
not
calculate in
breaking,
wind
theoretically.
speed and everything.
I remember a lot of
temperature
these
the
snacks as
room.
something we got like maybe a couple times because my parents said they were expensive.
Well, that's fair, considering they're just a add-on to your glass of milk.
Well, like these are something. Grips. You remember these?
Oh,
No idea.
those.
Yeah.
I remember those.
I liked these.
No. What are these?
You don't remember these, Kevin?
No. Like,
They're
is it
Kellogg
just
Grips.
balls
Fondly.
of food?
Yeah, they're like a little packet, and yeah, like little balls came out to fill your mouth.
Yeah.
Huh.
I remember having the cookie ones. I don't think I ever had the cheese ones. Or the graham cracker ones.
Yeah, I had these that you see here.
I remember these, the chips like rainbow chips.
Yeah, no, I don't think
Oh.
I'm familiar with this snack food.
Double chocolate, I remember this one too.
Aw, man.
can tell
Wow.
these ones are far superior to that original lineup. Who wants graham
I don't know,
crackers so you can have cookie?
I mean, the Cheez-Its were pretty good.
I never had the Cheez-It ones. I'm not a big fan of Cheez-Its, though.
I mean, they just, the Cheez-It ones, they just taste like Cheez-Its, but they're small.
Yeah, I don't like the taste of
You know,
Cheez-Its.
it fills your mouth with the flavor of Cheez-Its.
They had regular Chips Deluxe as well. Which I just realized that they are Chips Deluxe. I think I probably thought they were Chips Ahoy, but no, Chips Deluxe is Keebler. But they made these blue to make you think it was like the Chips Ahoy.
Huh.
Hmm.
This is the
clever.
first time realizing that. You see, that's deceptive.
Very clever.
Very, very clever, yes.
Because, normally the Keebler chocolate chip cookies are not blue. Also, there's no way that Chips Ahoy didn't come first.
Oh, wow. No, wait, I do remember these now, the Chips Deluxe ones.
Yeah, I definitely remember those. I definitely had those.
Yeah, okay. Okay. It was the color. It was the blue. Interesting. I forget, when did these come out?
There's no elves on it.
Like, when were these a thing?
Let me see if I can find out. Did they come back at some point?
I mean, probably not. But what?
Why does this article say they came out in the 90s? I remember these being new when I was a kid. That was not in the 90s.
Yeah.
Well, maybe there was like there was a phase 1, the phase 2. So it's like, oh, the new version, and as a kid, it's like, oh, it's a new thing. Maybe. I don't know.
2 years ago, they're starting to bring them back.
Why don't corporations just keep things in circulation? if they're
2005 was when they
True.
came out.
Okay.
That sounds right.
Good year.
Yes.
2005.
Yeah. It's got
I
episode
lost a lot
3.
of limbs that year.
Ah.
I'm trying to see what else. A lot of these are flavors that also didn't Waffle Crisp come back?
I don't know.
Waffle Crisp.
You remember Waffle
haven't
Crisp
seen it.
cereal?
I'm asking you, so clearly I don't.
This
We'll
stuff.
need pictures.
I feel like this came back. I feel like it might still be back, honestly.
Oh, I remember
Nope.
I
that
don't
now.
think I've ever eaten a waffle crisp before, but I see it and it's like I know what it is.
I've had it. It's not great. It just kind of all tastes like syrup.
I mean, I like it's a nice flavor.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose to many it would be.
This looks or
You don't
Yeah,
like
this
the
Mace's anti-syrup.
Are you not a fan of maple, Mace?
I find syrup to be plain. I
Wait a
need
minute.
more than just that. I need more
I was gonna
complexity.
say this looks like a weird version of honeycomb, but it's made by Post, who I'm pretty sure makes the honeycomb
Yeah, they do.
cereal. Okay.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of seeing, but I'm pretty sure that it was brought back. This is one I've never heard of, but I wanted to bring it up because also it reminds you. Remember the old Pop Tarts guy?
Ooh. Yeah.
And this one like pops crazy good, and they jump.
Yeah. And then they eat him.
Yeah, they eat
No.
the Pop Tart.
They viciously kill him.
I like
Cheese
the.
Danish.
There's
I've never
like a
seen this
Pop-Tarts
Pop Tart flavor
lore.
actually.
It sounds
She's like-
nice.
I think I had it
Commercials.
once. It was okay.
Let's just look into the
But you
discontinued
had
Pop
to
Tarts
eat it.
flavors.
Yeah, you had to eat this toasted. You had
Well, you have to
There
eat
was
every.
Indiana Jones Pop Tarts. Those are pretty good.
Do they have the? Remember the ice cream
Dude.
Pop Tarts?
Yeah.
Well, don't they still make cookies and cream? Is that an
That's not an ice
Pop
cream
Tart?
one. Hot fudge was an ice cream one.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to find a good list here.
Yeah, there's. the
Well,
guy,
here I'm
the
just gonna share
plain
my
ticket.
screen for this website I've got up here.
Oh my goodness, we've gone down the rabbit hole.
That's what this episode's all about.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see some of the ones it tells us about here. I remember these. I feel like this was
Wild watermelon.
It says 97, but I remember these for some reason.
Look, Pop-Tarts are known for their fruitiness, but that's not the kind of fruit I want in a Pop-Tart.
This one doesn't look as bad as some of them. Remember they had like, was it like Jolly Rancher, like orange
That's
hot
the
flavor
thing,
too?
like, watermelons are like the vegetables of fruit, okay?
A watermelon?
No, that's
I'm a
tomatoes.
fan of watermelon.
Yeah, but tomatoes have like... I mean, I get what you mean, but watermelons are more like, they're just water.
I'd give this
No,
a
that's
try.
a bad watermelon. It's just water. A
Yeah.
good watermelon has flavor.
Yeah, like vodka.
That's fair.
You're not wrong.
That's fair.
Let's see what we've got next. Oh yeah, these are part. I remember these. These are part of like the
Okay.
ice cream line, and you could.
Mhm.
Was this back? Yeah, yeah. The frozen ones. You froze these.
I mean, can't you get this same effect by brushing your teeth and then eating a chocolate chip?
I'm guessing you're not a fan of mint chocolate chip in general, Mace.
No, I'm just
I
bullying
remember
it
having
for
this
no
one.
reason. I don't mind it at all.
I
doesn't
actually
taste
don't like mint chocolate chips. So.
Yeah, this one didn't taste like mint chocolate chip ice cream, but it tasted like mint chocolate chip ice cream that's been freeze dried.
Interesting.
You know those like
sounds
astronaut ice cream things you ever got?
unappetizing.
Those?
Yeah,
Anyone
never
ever
liked
try
them.
freeze-dried ice
Dots?
cream?
Yeah, I don't think I ever had this one. I had the hot fudge. I don't know if it's on here.
Great.
Frosted grape. Oh yeah, this was around for a long time.
Oh,
I feel like grape jelly is too common for this to be any kind of pleasurable
And strawberry
experience.
jelly isn't?
I didn't say I like the strawberry ones.
I don't either.
blueberry
Changing
is
the goalpost.
superior, but
So,
Ford, you're the only person I know who's ever like suggested blueberry jelly as the default.
what is
that
for Pop-Tarts?
blueberry jelly sounds good.
Oh, we're just talking about jelly at the moment.
I mean, I don't really eat jelly.
I've gotten back
So-
into jelly lately. I've been eating peanut butter and jelly.
I wouldn't.
It's hard times.
Or peanut butter and honey.
I mean, I like peanut butter a lot, but the jelly provides, a nice.
Well, I can't do
Base.
PB&J, so I have no struggled meals in this paradigm.
Sad.
Pasta.
Yes.
The spicy pasta.
Frosted
What?
chocolate vanilla cream. I don't remember this one. This looks good.
It sounds interesting.
That'd be nice toasted.
Yeah.
Who has the police arriving at their house?
I live
It
in a
is
high
indeed
crime
that-
neighborhood,
that
okay?
Ice Age Pop Tarts.
What's the
Oh,
flavor?
Ice Age baby
Ice berry
Pop-Tarts?
blast. Okay,
This
but what
sounds
does that
gross.
actually taste like? I
Wait,
need
what's
to
this
know.
hat or
It
not?
tastes like Scrat and Diego.
Yeah,
Zesty.
finally, I get to
Naturally.
eat John Leguizamo.
Fruity yet zesty. Moving on. We just
Yo,
talked
this
about that.
podcast just got
Well,
zesty.
I think that one was cherry and this one's strawberry, but I could. Be
I
wrong.
remember this one as well, but I don't think I had this one.
That one was good. I like.
Oh, hey, look, here's back when junk food used to talk about how many vitamins and minerals they had. Does
Oh,
anyone
like
even
King
talk about
Vitamin?
essential minerals anymore?
No, I don't think so.
This sounds not so great. I've never had artificial banana
liked
that's any
it.
good. Huh?
I liked it. It was good.
So you did actually have this one.
This one, yes.
Out of all the discontinued foods we've talked about today, somehow the frosted chocolate banana split Pop Tart is the one you've had.
Mm.
Well, you see one box of Pop Tarts for like $1, and then that's all we have.
Pop
for
Tarts are like
breakfast.
$5 a box now.
Yeah. But once upon a time, they were a cheap way to give everyone one.
Wow.
Did you freeze them or did you toast them?
Neither without electricity.
I wonder if people have posted pieced together your life from the hints on the podcast. Oh, interesting.
That sounds
Mango.
pretty nice. I
Guava
would try that.
mango.
I
Interesting.
like mango.
I'm not a big fan of the fruit ones in general, but interesting.
Well, there's no
This
icing.
one looks interesting. Toasted caramel.
Oh,
Interesting.
that
It sounds really, really sweet though.
Well, they so they don't put
So
the
I-
full icing on it either.
Yeah, I don't
That
think I'd have
is a
this for
good
breakfast
decision.
though. Like this would be a good after dinner treat. I think.
Yeah, I don't feel like this is a breakfast one.
Yeah.
Toast it and put it on top of vanilla ice cream.
Oh, there's an old one, Dutch apple.
Dutch
That
apple.
sounds really good.
Hmm.
French toast. Interesting.
Oh,
that doesn't look
those
bad.
were good.
Mace
Those
is like
were good.
syrup.
No, these ones just tasted like cinnamon. Like these ones were
No
just
maple?
like cinnamon. There was a little bit of maple, but it was an even mix. I'd say. Looking back. But I remember these ones being pretty good.
Frosted
Oh,
lava berry explosion.
Oh.
I want to try it just for that name alone.
Yeah, I remember this one.
You know, isn't it funny looking back? Just like with Bionicle, there wasn't actually that big of a gap between Revenge of the Sith and the whatever they call the newer one.
What are you talking about?
Force Awakens.
Yeah, wasn't that 2015?
Yeah.
2014?
Yeah, it was just 10 years.
It felt like a lot longer, but I also didn't see any of the Star Wars movies when they came out. So I wouldn't have seen them until 2008.
I saw the
like-
prequels as they came out.
Like I
That
keep
was fun.
saying, like the hype. If you fell into the hype of Revenge of the Sith, was it when it was coming out? The whole thing about it was that this was the last one. Everything came full circle.
Yeah.
This is the story. Everything's done. There's going to be no more after this.
Then
And
2
that is
years
the
later,
truth.
they released the Clone Wars
So you
in
gotta be
theaters.
there. Actually,
Yeah.
3 years, but it still didn't feel like it was Star Wars. You know, it was just like, oh, it's Star
Yeah,
Wars.
that reminds me of this one woman my mom was friends with. Like, she was like, "Ah, this movie wasn't Star Wars because I watched the Clone Wars in theaters, because what other Star Wars am I going to watch in my lifetime in theaters until
Mhm.
Phantom Menace hits 3D? Yeah.
Mhm.
I saw Phantom Menace in 3D.
I wish
I
could.
wish I could have.
It wasn't really that impressive, honestly.
But it's Phantom Menace. It's still
Mm.
worth the.
Well, they're
Price of
re-releasing
admission.
Phantom Menace again soon, so.
Yeah, but I don't
But
have.
not in
money.
3D. The gimmick
That's
is gone.
true.
Yeah, it's been 5 years since the last Star Wars film.
Plus, I don't want to.
And nobody
Ye-
cares anymore.
Phantom Menace is being used to recuperate the losses of terrible projects. and I
Well,
don't wanna
that's good,
Well,
then it
actually,
shows-
they have a bunch of
Wait, you
movies
mean
doing that. They have
wait,
the
you guys-
whole marathon of the
you
you
guys
guys aren't
Skywalker
gonna go see the
Contribute
Rey
to that.
movie? You guys
I'll
aren't gonna go
contribute
see
to the Spider-Man
the-
ones because I want to see Madam Web 2 more Madam.
You guys aren't
Web
gonna go
Madness.
see the Mando movie?
No.
Baby.
They're
It already
not,
has
the
been
movies
done
aren't all
thing.
going to come out because the first one's going to drop and it's going to bomb.
Which one's the first
Yeah.
one?
Plus,
don't-
they've announced 70 movies and 0 of them have come out. I mean,
Yeah.
one might make it. Like,
Did you
Look at
guys
the
catch
set.
that Rogue Squadron movie last Christmas? Man, it was so good.
Oh yeah, my favorite.
Dang.
I forgot who was making that.
Here, let's move on to hot chocolate Pop Tarts.
That one
I
seems
thought those were
familiar.
still out.
No, I
No, I'm thinking s'mores. Which I guess like
yeah, s'mores is still around.
but what's the difference? Just like the
Graham
crust?
crackers, probably the proportion of marshmallow. This one has like all those tiny little fake marshmallows that they give you inside the Swiss Miss
Oh,
packets.
I see. Those are nasty.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
can
they
say
are.
Swiss Miss
Oh
tastes
man, I have a
like-
story, but it's negative, so I won't tell it.
No, Ford. You're taking the wrong lessons away from what
That's
we're
all that this
telling you.
article shows us about discontinued Pop Tart flavors. I'm sure there's more because they didn't
There's
have Hot
gotta
Fudge
be.
Sundae. Is Hot Fudge Sundae still around?
I think it may
Uh,
be.
I don't know. I posted my contribution in the chat.
I'm just looking through a few other like Pop Tart flavor lists. There are definitely
That
others because
contribution looks good.
I see a strawberry milkshake one on BuzzFeed.
I think I remember that one. think I remember
Pictionary
like a
Pop-Tarts?
green apple.
Oh, they had split Pop-Tarts, too.
Oh yeah.
Split Pop Tarts like the movie M Night Shyamalan.
Yeah.
Weren't those like weren't there like little mini Pop Tarts? Like they were bite sized.
Yes, there were, but you couldn't toast those.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you could. You just had to like lay them flat. Couldn't put them in a traditional like top loader toaster.
Well, they're gonna fall through the grates. That seems dangerous.
Well, you put them on a tray.
That seems like a lot of work for Pop-Tarts.
I mean, you got.
So, Ford, you posted this. I feel like these still exist.
No,
They look good.
They are good. Well, were anyway. These were how I survived my one and only year of band camp.
Ford did the negative stories.
Because the food was just so awful.
See what I mean, Ford? Life experience.
I mean, that's not even like the worst story that I have about food.
I thought you were
I was
going to
about
say
to-
about band camp, but
I mean, I
okay.
was going to tell my story about the hot chocolate, but what you didn't want to hear it, so
I feel like I recall this one. Is this the one about how you weren't allowed to share hot chocolate with your sister?
no,
And you had to warm it up in a separate container?
no, not at all. This is the one where I opened up a Swiss Miss packet of hot chocolate with
Oh,
the little
I know
mini
this.
marshmallows, and instead of marshmallows, they were dried maggots.
Oh no.
Yeah,
That
How
sounds
progressive.
horrible.
and no one believed me, so I threw it away, and they all got mad at me for throwing it away because they thought I was wasting money.
Don't they know what Swiss Miss tastes like, though?
Yeah, I mean, no wonder the maggots went for it. Am I right?
How do you know they were maggots? How old were you?
I was 10,
Hmm.
like
I-
9 or 10.
I'm
Mm.
trying to gauge how much I trust the judgment of 10-year-old Ford.
No, they were actually maggots.
But what proof do we have? You threw it away.
They looked like maggots,
So do marshmallows sometimes.
like little tiny insect larvae.
I feel like this could have just been malformed marshmallows.
No, they were maggots.
Did you try one?
No, ew. I wasn't gonna eat a maggot. I will not eat Z-boogs. I will not eat Z-boogs.
Like how you had to clarify what you were saying there.
Yes. I'm not crazy, okay?
Yeah, I'm not saying you're crazy. I was saying, you know, 10 years old, maybe you started getting some weird hormones and hallucinating, talking to ghosts and stuff.
No, I was never talking with ghosts.
Yeah, you saw maggots in the hot
I'm
chocolate.
not going schizo, okay? I was not some weird schizo 10-year-old, okay?
Oh, here's an interesting page.
Any other questions about 10-year-old schizo Ford?
I found a page that has all of the Dorito flavors.
Oh.
Yeah, let's go through these. Do you have Doritos as a child, Ford?
Yes. Who didn't?
Kevin,
Oh, Kevin. Oh, you poor child.
you didn't have spicy Cheetos until we introduced them to you, did you, Kevin?
No,
I only
those were
recently
not allowed
tried-
in my household, okay?
Okay. I only very recently tried the sweet spicy chili.
Some people
Doritos.
really
They're
love
very,
those.
Very good.
I'm
They're
not
really
the biggest
good.
fan of them. I mean, they're fine. They're not one of my favorite flavors.
They have the appropriate level of heat that I'm willing to deal with for lunch.
It's not the heat so much as I'm not the biggest sweet spicy person. So let's look at this page real quick. I don't know at all what the credentials of this website are, but I'm liking what I see already. First off, all these, this one here, the Dynamitas and Cheeto combo bags, those are amazing. I love
yeah, I
those.
see those all the time now.
No,
All
these
the time.
no, they're not the combo bags. Don't exist.
Oh.
This is
Oh.
combo.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, now I see it.
yeah, because Dynamitas just went through a rebrand, so now they're really pushing it.
Oh, the late night tacos.
I
The
remember
taco
those. I don't
Doritos
really
were
remember
good.
how they tasted, to be honest.
I thought there was a
There's just the
midnight
Taco Bell
cheeseburger
Doritos.
flavor.
Yes, there
you
is,
know?
Mace. We should probably see that here.
They're just the Taco Bell Doritos. That's it.
Doritos
just
Diablo. This
re-
says new, and I've never seen these. But I feel like there's too many spicy cheese varieties of Dorito.
Mm-hmm.
However, have you guys ever seen the Jurassic World Blue Grilled Steak Doritos?
No, I
Wait,
would have
what?
bought so many of those.
I know, I want
Steak
that.
flavored Dorito? That sounds amazing.
But does it taste like dinosaur?
Yes.
If it tastes
I
like
hope
dinosaur
so.
steaks, I'm in.
See, here's the newest ones. Dynamita sticks also for some reason they have two chili lime versions of Dynamitas, and the sticks are not as good as the classic ones. What is this golden cheese flavor? It looks like this is Japanese.
Yeah.
Velveeta flavor. Ugh.
What is this Doritos same original? Is this
Savour?
original Doritos in
Are
Spanish?
they like
Interesting.
cookie Doritos or something?
No, they're definitely not cookie Doritos.
What is sabor?
Yeah, let me.
I
I'm
asked my
gonna
wife,
translate. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, she'd probably be helpful for this, wouldn't she?
I guess so. But she's currently.
Yeah, these just mean
thinking about
Doritos. It means original. So it's just a rebranding of the original. It says flavored
it. So they're
dippers.
just.
I'm guessing they
they're
sell
just
them with some
nachos.
sauce.
So they're
Yeah,
just
because
nachos.
you don't really see the original plain Dorito anymore. Because I remember these. The first and second, there should be third degree burn too.
Yeah, there you have it.
I don't see a third. Oh, there it is down here. These were so good. Me and my mom would look everywhere for them. And then I remember I would get them. They're so hot. I think it was mostly the third degree burn that we ended up getting. The ones down here. Yeah,
Wow.
scorched and habanero. They're really, really hot. So I'd get a big glass of milk. And in the afternoon, I would go and watch Fairly Odd Parents while I just ate these and suffered.
This is
That was
the
a good
first time I've
memory.
heard of these.
Those are so
Wow.
good. They were like a flavor you'd only see at gas stations.
Okay, why did they make 3D Doritos?
These are still around, I think.
Oh. Why?
They're like different texture.
It's the third dimension, Ford. We
What
need
about
it.
This
Do
is
we,
a
though?
pretty. This looks like a Stranger Things one, yeah. Look, these are apparently they're pretty old because there's an original version of the 3D ones.
Huh.
Mm.
They
I'm
must have,
not too-
brought them back at some point.
Yeah, they're definitely around now. I'm not seeing the spicy ranch ones, so maybe I have. Also, what's this? Late night. There's a whole After Dark line apparently.
Last call kebab.
Kebab.
I know what I said.
But it's a picture of a burrito, though.
It isn't real if it doesn't give you food poisoning.
That looks. I remember the late night cheeseburger. That's the only one like in these, like the neon sign ones.
That's the only one I remember too. Yeah.
But also Doritos, they can be very regional. What flavors you have?
That is very true.
Yeah.
If we click on more info, does it tell us about where it was sold? From Australia, and they resembled taco. Okay, so this actually has a lot of information on it.
So it is
This is a great
authentic.
site.
No other hint of meat.
We need to go to Straya to get the kebab Dorito.
Interesting. Oh, Southern Fried Chicken. Are these all Australia?
Interesting.
New Zealand.
Oh no.
Yellow color, a slight hint of orange. Oh, not orange, the flavor. Orange the color.
One of my cousins did a
This
study
sounds so
abroad in New
good.
Zealand very recently. I should have told her to get some of these.
They're probably discontinued now.
Based on
Can't
the
get them
Yeah,
on
website.
Amazon.
2006. No, wait. When did it come out?
It says 2017 it was reviewed. Yeah, the review is 2017.
Oh, man.
Okay, so yeah, that's a New Zealand only flavor.
Baked
Baja.
Doritos?
What is this? Baja Picante?
Baja?
Baja Blast? No, Baja
Baja
Picante.
Picante.
Baked. I'm not really interested in the bake. Oh, I remember Doritos
Yeah.
Bits.
Bits.
Black Pepper Jack. You can tell that ones with this logo are kind of before our time. I remember it when I was really
Yeah.
young, but Blaze I've definitely had once. This is again a kind of gas station variety, but right here next to it, which we're zoomed in too much. This one's my favorite.
That one was good.
You still see it every so often. I heard some people say it was around again.
I haven't seen it in a
Sounds
couple
very nice.
years.
Also, I didn't realize there's this in between Doritos logo.
That's the logo though.
Is
that
it the
I
current
remember.
logo? No, this is the current
That's
logo,
the
right?
logo I remember though.
Okay,
Yep.
interesting.
I remember the 90s logo.
Doritos Burn.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Doritos
Chili?
Chili Heat Wave. That's an on before our time.
Yeah.
Collisions. I remember these briefly.
Mhm.
Now these flavors are like cheesy enchilada and sour cream. It doesn't say where this one is though, so maybe it was in US. Like some of these are sometimes they're on shelves for such a limited time. Look at all of these different collisions.
I remember hot wing and blue cheese. That was good.
Oh, I never had that one. That one sounds delicious. I want a
It
blue
was.
cheese Dorito. Ranch.
Cooler.
Cooler ranch.
It's like, what does it do? Like, freeze your tongue?
I've seen these, the nuts. I've seen them around. Here's the original Flamin' Hot queso that came out with the other ones, and
Oh,
Higher
they're
Habanero, remember
Dynamitas,
that
yeah.
too. Then, oh yeah, Chili Limon, that's the best one.
Man,
I love
wish
these.
had
These are like
taken
my favorite
over-
snack all over. Huh?
Yeah, I wish these ones had taken over instead of Takis. Takis taste like crap.
Takis aren't, I mean, they're not awful to me, but these are way better. And also, you can get Dynamitas
Takis-
anywhere.
Takis taste like cardboard.
They had Dynamitas
okay?
at the company picnic this year.
Aw,
Hmm.
man.
There's a lot of other flavors. The sticks are the new ones they're trying to push now. Not as good. They're more like, hot fries.
Yeah, I
that
love hot
texture.
fries.
Oh, okay.
It's all the Dynamitas. I never seen
Really
Smoky
old
Chili
looking bag.
Queso. That sounds an interesting one. Which is newer, so it should be out. I did have... Did I have the honey mustard? I don't remember if I did try it or not.
Mhm.
We have
Really, really
extreme
old
flavors.
bag.
These are definitely all before our time. Sour cream and cheddar. That sounds good. Kickin' chili. Fiery fusion. Fiery habanero in a bag. Does this have more information on it?
Wait.
Nope, they don't always have to.
2006, it says.
Interesting.
Wait, Flamin' Hot Cool Ranch.
those
just
are
sounds
good.
Like I don't know. It sounds like an oxymoron.
Flamos are like Dynamitas, but in the non-rolled version. But no, Flamin' Hot Cool Ranch is really good. Actually, I like that one a lot. I remember I ate it
So
with
these
like
are
a
just
chunk
like-
of blue cheese one time.
Does
Did you
sound nice.
need the blue cheese to get through it?
No, I just had some blue cheese. I had some Doritos. They're good.
All right.
Flamin' Hot Limon. That is exactly like the Dynamita one, but with Flamin' Hot seasoning instead of the chili seasoning. And these ones, like the Dynamita is better because it doesn't get on your lips. As you put it in. I'm not a fan of Flaming Hot Nacho, to be honest. It's better than Spicy Nacho. But, actually, I don't like Spicy Nacho much at all. These are better.
Wait,
I'd
there's a
eat these.
spicy nacho.
There's Spicy Nacho and Flaming Hot Nacho are both on the market at the same time.
Is there currently spicy nacho?
Yeah, I believe so.
I know where I'm going tomorrow.
The thing is, it's not like
Yeah,
spicy
no,
with flavor. It's
spicy
just like
nacho.
nacho, but it's actually pretty hot.
Hmm.
Also,
That's
what
what
are
I need
these?
in my
These
life.
look older, but they must have been out in our lifetime because it has the
Flavor shot.
logo that we definitely were alive. So it looks like it does have like a little pouch of flavor. Included a bag of nacho cheese Doritos and a taco of atomic chili lemon flavor seasoning. Interesting.
This must have been in the early 2010s when I wasn't going
I can
out
see why
anywhere
this
and
didn't
doing nothing
catch
but
on.
homework.
2009.
Yep. About that time.
Seen the flavor shots before, not that interesting. Some other small packs, not that interesting. Garlic steak. That looks like an Asian flavor, but oh, that sounds good. Doritos Gold
Not
Peking
as good as
Duck.
the duck. Yeah, that
What?
sounds good.
Doritos
so
Gourmet Fried Chicken and Green Onion Sauce.
Does
That
it come
sounds
with the
good
beer?
too.
Does it come with that beer?
It doesn't say where they are.
Doritos
Oh,
just packs in the
yeah,
beer.
Japan.
You just imagine you open the Doritos bag, you just pull
Doritos
out
Gourmet
this full of beer.
Sausage. Doritos Guacamole. I've seen guacamole. Wait, actually, maybe I haven't. Maybe it's only in Gary's mod. Heat Wave. I remember these. Yeah, I do remember these. These couldn't have been that long ago because it has the triangular logo. Honey chili. That sounds good. I've never seen these before. Hot corn. Hot mustard wasn't that long ago.
Hot mustard.
I think it's gone already, but
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Doritos in orange bag, Israel.
Mm.
Thank you, Israel.
Doritos
Very
in
cool.
yellow bag, Israel. Doritos Inferno, never saw those. Doritos Italiano, tomato and cheese. Doritos Jack 3D Bacon Cheddar Ranch. I remember these. We're getting into the Jacked era. There's some good Jacked
The
flavors.
Jacked, yeah, I remember.
I don't
those.
remember these though. Boston
Boston
garlic
garlic
shrimp.
Wait, what are
Mm.
Doritos jacked?
They were like a thicker chip. It was like pretty good. I remember
So,
I
like,
definitely had enchilada
cheesy?
supreme. I liked that one. These were the best one. Jacked
Yeah.
Doritos ranch dipped hot
I think
wings.
that's the only one I actually had.
They were good. They had like a very
They were.
chickeny flavor to them.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, like, you know, Buffalo Ranch has a chance to come back still. Ranch dipped hot wings, which is actually an entirely different flavor, I don't think ever will because they don't make these chips anymore. But I want the Boston garlic shrimp one. Enchilada
Oh,
Supreme
yeah.
was good. Smoky Chipotle was good. I think I had Spicy Street Taco, but it didn't really resonate with me. Test flavor.
Chocolate,
Chipotle bacon.
Bacon. Nice.
I feel like I saw these at one point, but they were very limited. Caribbean citrus jerk. And spicy street taco, which obviously became one. Texas spicy barbecue. Jalapeno cheddar. I remember Doritos crackers, actually. I think I saw those at gas stations. Jumpin' Jack cheese ketchup. They brought back ketchup recently. There we go. Late night cheeseburger. I definitely remember this one.
I thought it was called Midnight Cheeseburger.
Maybe there is
I
a
guess I'm
midnight one
wrong.
too. And maybe the late night is still the Australian version.
Perhaps so.
Oh yeah, this has to be Doritos Late Night American Hot Wings.
Mm.
Doritos Late Night Last Call Jalapeno Pepper. Doritos Late Night Seasoned Galbi Chicken. Interesting.
Galbi.
Oh, here's the Locos Tacos ones. I don't think they sell these
Uh.
anymore either.
No. Mild salt.
that's also Japanese from the looks of
Bread.
it. Mexican hot flavor. Megawatt chili cheese. Doritos mix. I remember these briefly, actually. It was like Munchies, but all Doritos stuff.
Sounds fun.
Taco, cheese, and blazing buffalo. Yes, I got these once. To be honest, I don't think the flavor stood out all that much to me, but I definitely recognize this. Yeah, because that was like a salsa flavored one. Yeah. Interesting. Mr. Dragon's Fire.
Is that Chinese?
Nacho cheese and nacho cheese Australian. Let's see if it has any more info on Mr. Dragon's Fire. They're supposed to have a hot wasabi taste.
Unevenly coated, it says.
It doesn't say where exactly. It just says Frito-Lay. Interesting. Nacho cheesier. Nacho cheesier Taiwan. Nacho cheesier mini to go. Nacho Italiano.
It's good to know that Doritos thinks that Taiwan is a nation.
Natural white nacho cheese tortilla chips.
Naturally, it's white.
Doritos taco. Apparently taco used to be like a signature flavor of Dorito. I think it's gone again now.
Oh yeah, yeah. They roll it around every now and then.
Doritos pepper bacon. Dang, Japan gets all the good flavors.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Apparently.
Like if they do roll out the taco flavor, it's usually in like a vintage style bag.
Interesting.
I know.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
And they're like my favorite ones. I just stock up on those every time I can.
Doritos pizza. Not too big a fan of pizza ones. Pizza Supreme. Pizza La Curry. Pizza Rolla. And Poppin' Jalapeno. I remember these as well, not knowing much the flavor. Ranchero, that sounds good. Roast chicken. Doritos Rolitos, those are before our time. Oh yes, did you guys ever have the roulette? These weren't that long ago. And actually, there's one missing here. Because they had a roulette with the chili lime one, except instead usually it's like one is spicy of all the ranch ones. This one was extremely sour.
Ah,
I liked them a lot actually. Salsa verde, screaming sriracha, don't remember those. Seasoned chicken, again that sounds pretty good, also Japanese. Peppercorn chicken, they have a lot of chicken flavors. Conte, smoking barbecue. I feel like barbecue Doritos should be a more general thing. Smoking cheddar barbecue. That sounds good. Sour cream onion. Doritos Spice 2.0. Spicy garlic. That sounds great.
that does.
Spicy pineapple jalapeno.
I would try that.
Stadium nacho supreme cheddar. Man, there's a lot of... Here's Traco again.
Sweet and tangy barbecue was really good.
Do they still have that one?
Every now and then. I find them in vending machines sometimes.
Tangy cheese. Never seen that one. I definitely saw the pickle before. Are these new bags?
Pickle.
Is ranch? Because they always have. Is tangy ranch different than cool ranch? It looks a little different.
Yes.
It looks pretty good. Tangy
Probably.
ketchup. That might be the new one. Tangy
Pickle?
tamarind. I don't know what that is. Oh, I remember the I don't know how to pronounce this one. Tapatio. I had those at the gas station, but those are pretty good. Thai pepper chicken. Twisted lime. I do remember these.
The tortilla chips. They're the taco ones.
Okay.
They're good.
So those are, yeah.
Yeah.
What is this
retro
one? Look
bag,
at this
you roll it
chip.
around every now and then.
Yeah, what's a turka? What does more info say about that one?
That
Sounds
chip
Middle
is
Eastern.
Diseased.
It does.
Turka. This version of Doritos from Turkey.
Poppy seeds.
That chip looks
Burn
diseased.
marks.
Poppy seed and dried tomato.
Salsa flavor. Fairly mild. Okay.
Wasabi, I definitely saw those. It's so many weird, how many similar flavors. Oh, unidentified flavor.
Just $.
Does this say what it is?
Yeah, what's some more info on that one?
Hard to categorize. It was Canada. Didn't look at all different from the standard nacho cheese. Kick to them, aftertaste. Interesting. No one knows.
Orange but with heat. Okay.
Doritos
Canada for ya.
X13D.
What?
Is that like the future SpongeBob thing?
It was to let customers come up with a name for the new flavor.
Yeah, I remember that.
They thought
It was
something
a
was
big
wrong.
Is this a
marketing
prototype of
campaign.
Midnight Cheeseburger?
Oh, I remember these not too long ago. The extra hot, extra flaming hot. I don't think I ever got them, but I considered it quite a few times.
Oh, hey, it's got the Call of Duty meme guy on
Yeah,
it.
these are the Fire Zone Call of Duty one.
Used to
Zesty
be a
cheese. That
country.
sounds good. But Lay's Doritos Cool Ranch.
Interesting.
I've seen the
Interesting.
Jack Link sweet and spicy chili
Yeah.
beef jerky around. Not sure what that is. Organic, smart food.
Wait, what? Go back up. What are munchies?
Oh, you've never had munchies?
No, I don't smoke.
Munchies are like Doritos, Cheetos, and pretzels and Sun Chips all in one bag.
Oh, okay.
They're good.
Oh yeah, those are good.
But I don't smoke, so I wouldn't eat those.
So yeah, those are Dorito flavors. A lot of them. Though I think I kind of expected some more as well. That was 198 flavors.
Wow.
Yeah, but a lot of
That's
them
a lot of
were the
flavors.
same flavor in different.
Going over like
styles.
Ruffles and Lay's and Cheeto flavors, that could be a whole nother episode. Any
That's
other
true.
discontinued snack foods you guys remember?
I said my piece.
Just
I
the
mean-
Graham s'mores bars.
Yeah, I really miss those.
Specifically, the World of Warcraft game fuel mounted dude.
I
Those are
don't.
good.
I feel like there's not as many discontinued pop flavors when you get out of the room, like Mountain Dew.
Crystal Pepsi.
Is Crystal
Oh, no.
Pepsi not around ever? I
New
feel
Coke. New Coke.
the strange thing is they never did actually bring back original Coke. They stopped calling it New Coke and changed the formula again.
Yeah, yeah. You ever had the Mexican formula for Coke?
Yeah, I had one in Mexico.
It is so good.
I tasted no difference.
No, I taste the difference. It's definitely got a higher sugar content. Like it's actual, like cane sugar.
I know it is, but I just didn't taste a huge difference.
Oh. Well, you're missing that.
See, and it was definitely like the real thing. It was literally in Cosmo.
It was lizard skins and yeah, the real Mexican Coke.
Trying to see if there's anything else. There's not as many lists of discontinued food as you'd
The
think.
Ritz graham cracker s'mores. You know how they had the cheese, like the little cheese sandwiches?
Yeah,
this-
yeah.
They had s'mores ones too.
I'd never heard of those.
Yeah. Trying to
I've
think,
been going around Pinterest now. A lot of them are like, not necessarily discontinued, but like flavors, but like the specialty flavors, like, for like a movie promotion or something.
Oh, like the Batman pizza?
Yeah. Everyone always brings up Altoid sours, but were those like way before our time?
Well, Altoids is a big mint thing, so
I know of Altoids, yeah.
Yeah, they're breath mints.
Apparently there's sour versions.
Oh. Okay.
you know the Hairbro sugar-free gummy bears?
Yeah, why would anyone want those back?
Because it was really funny. In fact, most people, I think, use them for the fact that they were just laxatives.
Oh no.
Wait, what?
Ford, have you never heard of the sugar-free Hairbro gummy bears?
No.
Well, Ford never heard of the sugar-free gummy
Oh, okay,
bears.
we have something to talk about after the podcast, I guess.
No, just end
Oh,
with that.
goody.
Just tell them about it now.
Oh yeah, so
I wanna know.
basically, Hairbro released these gummy bears, and
Rabid.
essentially they were sugar-free, right? But
Yeah.
they had a downside to them. They were essentially laxatives to everyone's bodies
Oh, so
by
they were like
accident.
those. Oh, you know what? They were like those low-fat Lay's chips from like the early 2000s, right?
Uh,
You
I
guys not
guess.
know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
Like they had this like fat alternative, but it just gave everybody diarrhea.
Wonder if it was a similar thing here. But yeah,
I don't remember what it was called.
there it is. Consumption
May
of some
cause
sugar-free can
stomach-
discomfort and or laxative
Whoa.
effect. Individual tolerance will vary. If this is the first time you've tried these candies, we recommend beginning with a 1/4 of a serving size or less.
It's like, guys, just eat one at a time, okay? And we mean one at a time. That's funny.
So I'll have to link you. Like, there is this legendary Amazon review on the Hairbro. Maybe not even link you. Maybe I'll have to read it to you. It's probably
Please
too
do.
long for like right now, but like it is the most hilarious post
We've got a
on the
couple of
internet.
minutes. Go ahead and read it. Do you have
Go
it?
ahead.
Couple minutes. This might take like 10, 20.
Really? Is it
It's
that
just-
long?
It is that long. Like,
Well, we'll read some of it.
this is a cautionary tale, and unlike most of the other reviews on this product, this is a true story and authentically can be qualified by small news item that appeared in the Toronto Star's local news section during the month of April in 2013, much to my chagrin. I would consider myself a prudent man, not given to bouts of outspokenness or craving attention, and certainly not one to rock the boat. On any given day, I can be found reading a crime novel on the park bench in the middle of the city, soaking in the opulence of nature, while nibbling on my tuna fish sandwiches and fending off the voracious skulls and squirrels that threaten to spoil my repose. This is me, law-abiding and introspective, which is why it came as a shock to me to find myself incarcerated because of the devil's confectionery, Satan's sweetmeat, Lucifer's logens, the horrible horror that is known as
Wait.
Hairbro sugar-free gummy bears.
Lucifer's lozenge?
Lucifer's lozenges. I'll set the scene. It was late winter, early spring in Toronto, and the city has just been digging itself out from late season snowstorm. I was heading to Pearson International Airport for a red-eye flight to Amsterdam in order to give the Dutch arm of our company some training on some new software that had been installed. I'm deliberately being vague to prevent my place of work and being linked in any way to the incident that occurred.
Yeah.
I had just finished packing, checked the time, and found I was running late. My flight was at 7:10 p.m., and it was now almost 5 p.m. Cursing softly, I ran out of the car and threw my bags in the trunk, hitting the gas a little harder than usual in my haste to make it to the long-term parking lot as soon as possible. Luckily, traffic was light on the 401, and I made it to the airport in record time, but knew that my chances of making the flight were still at risk if I didn't use my time wisely. I hadn't eaten since lunch, and I was feeling a bit hungry, my stomach rumbling loudly in protestation. which caused me to look around at the other travelers rushing past me.
Did
in the
this
busy
guy like
terminal.
miss his calling in creative writing?
Mortified that my bodily noises might be heard by others, I briskly checked my watch and decided I had enough time to grab a quick snack before going through the baggage check-in security, and would get something more substantial once I was checked through security. I spotted a vending machine nestled in a relatively low-traffic corner of the terminal and rushed over, already pulling out my credit card and mentally assessing what I had a craving for so as to save time interacting with the machine. My eyes scanned the colorful array of confection quickly, coming to rest on a tantalizing rainbow-colored bag of gummy bears with a simple white and red logo, Hairbow, emblazed across the bag in what appeared to be a slightly tweaked Helvetica rounded font. Now, I'd pause here in the story for a moment to underscore the importance of making proper choices. I was hungry. When you're hungry, you should eat food. Food is defined as a nutritious substance
What?
that people consume to maintain life. This is what food is. These days, the definition of the word food has been bastardized in meaning and has been broadened to include the vertebrate and the material that can be digested, or rather chewed and swallowed without causing death or severe illness. Haribo sugar-free gummy bears are not food. They aren't even from this planet.
Nobody
Imagine
thinks
their
that
origins
candy is
being
food except for
conceived
this guy,
in a
apparently.
boardroom in hell by a top team of creative pain administrators with senior level demons rubbing their hands together in foolish delight as Hell's chief chemist slowly lifts the veil on their new creation. Point here being, I made a very, very, very poor choice. I pushed the button and the vending machine ejected the brightly colored bag into my waiting hands. I'd always liked gummy bears.
You're
They were
just
bright,
getting to the
but
gummy
rather-
bear portion of the story.
I told you this was long.
I know.
They were bright, but rather innocuous. They weren't overly sweet so as to become cloying, and of course, each candy came in the visage of a rather happy, docile bear reminiscent of the picture one's mind eyes hold. All the anthropomorphic bears from Yogi to Winnie. The way I figured it, I was taking a bit of holiday from life so I could relax my fastidiously regimented daily schedule a little to allow for some frivolity. After all, I was going to be in Amsterdam come morning with 16 hours to kill before I had to be training the Dutch employees. Maybe I would take a trip down to one of the coffee shops in the red light district and really let my hair down. No, I wouldn't do that. I would see the area of the city from the bus as I went to the hotel, and where I could eat at the hotel restaurant and drink sparkling water. So I'd enjoy the gummy bears, my one extravagance to commemorate my break from routine. I joined the queue in the KLM line, which was mercifully short, most likely because of all the passengers for my flight had already been checked through, as the flight was scheduled to depart in an hour. I checked my watch again, frowned, and absentmindedly opened the bag of Haribo sugar-free gummy bears and began to munch on them as the line slowly advanced. To be fair, they tasted fine, just like every other manufacturer's brand of colorful candy, and they were sugar-free to boot. This is what made the whole incident that followed so baffling. If they had tasted off or different, I most likely wouldn't have continued to shuffle them into my mouth absent-mindedly while daydreaming about what I would order to eat from room service in my hotel in Amsterdam. As I gave the attendant my e-ticket and she weighed my bags, the first of the pains began in my stomach. Nothing of it at first, chalking up to the fact that I needed something more substantial than gummy worms to tackle my hunger. But over the course of the next 5 minutes, the shooting pain began to come in more rapid succession. At this point, I had my boarding pass printed and rubbing my stomach a little, I proceeded to security. I briefly entertained the thought of trying to find a restroom before going through security, but at that point my discomfort was manageable and I didn't think it was getting any worse, certainly not within the amount of time it would take to clear security. I joined the line and started fishing for my passport to present to the agent checking tickets. I felt the thin sheen of sweat break out on my forehead and underarms. My features flushed for a moment as a wave of heat washed over me. I didn't pay it much heed, as going through security always caused me great anxiety, and I chalked it up to pre-flight jitters. It's only as I stood face to face with the agent and handed her my passport and ticket that I had a glimpse of the agony that was about to begin. It felt the time rippled for a moment, as if my consciousness buckled. So intense was the pain that fired through my bowels. I
This was
grimaced
clearly like a
spastically.
life-changing experience for this man.
Grimaced spastically and
Like
emitted a
nothing
low
else had
moan.
interested in interested in him like these gummy bears did. And you say my life is sad.
You didn't say your life was sad, Ford.
Said
You
it was-
said that.
Yeah. Hold on, let's make the record clear. The only person that said your life was sad was you just now. I grimaced spastically and emitted a low moan. I felt myself
Oh
wave.
no.
Involuntary step sideways. Stars shot through my head briefly, and my vision blurred and then snapped back into focus. The agent was staring at me with slight consternation and asked me if I was all right. I pulled myself together, stood up straight, and declared I was fine. Mortified that I had a lapse of decorum, not only in public, but at the security clearance in an airport. As I fumbled off my belt to go through the metal detector, the pain in my stomach increased, and I practically had to sit on the floor to take my shoes off, terrified of what would happen if I bent at the middle to do it. It was becoming increasingly more evident to me this wasn't just a stomach ache. No, this was something much worse. As a child, I had a bout of diarrhea after a trip to Mexico with my family. I remember the feeling of nausea that swept through me before my child self had surrendered to the gas pains and parked myself on the toilet for an hour, crapping
Oh, no.
until I felt I didn't have any bones left.
He's got
Okay.
And that
diarrhea.
Was
He's got
how I
diarrhea
was
PTSD.
feeling now, with several key differences. The pain was worse. The sense of
Okay,
impending
I think we
bowel
got to
movement was
the
so
climax.
formidable, it gave me temporary amnesia, and it took all of my willpower, all of it, to clench my butt cheeks together to prevent my sphincter from exploding. That's the end of that paragraph, anyways.
Okay. I think that's enough. I think I've heard enough.
So he can type all of that, but he can't read the bag.
You think he read what he wrote?
Oh man, this is literally the best, like written. It is clearly the most well constructed Amazon review you could read in your entire life. Highly recommend.
Where do you guys find this stuff?
I just remember it being everywhere.
I don't.
You
was
just
this
live your
thing?
life, Ford. You come across things when you live life.
So did they stop making these sugarless gummy bears
Yeah.
in response to the the
I
diarrhea?
think it is because of the meme more so, but yeah,
Oh.
diarrhea.
That's a shame. I feel like they could have helped a lot of people who have a strict diet of Metamucil and Miralax. So maybe it was like, maybe it was big laxative that shut them down.
All right, we went over time here. Hey, let us know your favorite discontinued snack foods, your favorite flavor to read us in the comments below, and what other discontinued food you would like to hear us review in a future episode. As always, for Ford, Mace, Malaris, and myself, LQ, we thank you for listening, and we'll see you on the next episode.